Hi guys, I am here with a recycled art lesson for you guys for today. So this is something we've been doing all week. Today's going to be using a paper plate, and we're going to make a rockin' robin, a bird, with our paper plate. So you need the paper plate, you need something to color with, so crayons, markers, colored pencils, something like that. Glue stick or white glue, either one will be fine. And then some scissors. So gather those supplies and then we will get started. So the main part of our bird is a paper plate. So you want to grab a paper plate. If you don't have a paper plate, you can take a dinner plate that you have and trace that shape onto a piece of white paper and get the same thing. So if you don't have a paper plate, you can still absolutely do this. Just use a piece of white paper. So you're going to take the paper plate and you're folding it in half, and you want to press really hard because we want our robin to stand up and rock. So this will be the body of the bird. Okay, and now what you're going to do is take markers, crayons, whatever you're using to color with, and you're going to add some designs to your bird. If you have paint, you can absolutely paint, that's fine. You can do it however you want to. But I'm just going to add some color to mine. So I think I'm going to do blue. Around the edge. If you happen to have feathers at home, you could use feathers and glue some feathers on your bird. I don't have any feathers at home, so I'm just going to use markers to do that. But if you had feathers, you absolutely could. And then I think I'm going to do some light blue here. If you wanted to make your bird all one color, you could do that too. You don't have to do more than one. And then I'm going to do some pink. So I'm just going to draw lines to give the idea of feathers. Okay, and then I'm going to add an eye. So over to one side, you want to do your eyes. You can either do one or you can do two. Either way. If you have Google eyes at home, you can add Google eyes. I don't. So I'm going to draw them on. And I added eyelashes to mine. Okay, now on a piece of white paper, if you have colored construction paper at home, you can certainly use that. This is a quick, easy way to get colored paper if you don't have construction paper. So I'm going to show you how to do the beak. So all you need to do is on your white paper, just draw a little area or color in a little area, orange or yellow, whatever color you want your beak to be. And then just cut that shape out. And then what you're going to do is fold it in half. Like that. Now keeping the folded edge down, you're going to cut two lines, or two diagonal lines like this. So you're going to cut it into the shape of a triangle. Like this. That opens. And then that can get glued onto here for the beak. Like that. I will show you another trick on how to add some feathers and some details to this. So, excuse me. I just took my marker and I drew stripes across my page with different colors. Like that. There it is. And then what you're going to do is take your marker, or I'm sorry, your scissors, and cut that chunk out and kind of even up so you have a rectangle with stripes. And now what I'm going to do, because this is going to get glued on for a feather, so I don't want to cut all the way through, but wherever I have the color, so right next to the pink, I'm going to cut down a little ways, and in between the blues, I'm going to cut down a little ways. So I have kind of fringe. And that will get glued, not down completely, just this end that does not have the slits. I'm going to make a little glue dot, and I'm going to hold that on there for a second. And I'm going to take my marker and wrap the slits around my marker. Roll it. And when you undo, it curls it a little bit. So you have a feather. You can curl the other way too. Oops. If you don't want the white to show and you want to see your marker, you just curl the other way. It adds a little, oops, makes it so it sticks off the page a little bit, so it's a little more 3D. And now I'm going to do something similar to these stripes for the back. So I'm going to cut around where I drew the stripes. I'm going to cut in between the lines, not all the way. And now what I'm going to do is take some glue on the edge, and I'm going to glue that inside. So in between here, I'm going to glue that down and hold. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take my markers and I'm going to curl each one of these. I'm going to do each one going in a different direction. So some forward, some back. And these can be the tail feathers of your bird. You're just going to roll, squeeze. And then you have tail feathers. So then when you set it on a table, you have a bird that will rock. You could do something similar up here, sticking up if you wanted to, or you can leave it just like this, however you want to do it. If you guys make one of these rockin' robins, please post a picture. I'd love to see how they come out. Have fun, guys.